Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, hey, everybody.
It's
Hey,
Richard Logan, and
The
he's a
Richard Logan.
he is a
I am in
guest.
ASL Valhalla now.
yeah. Well, I hope that doesn't mean we're all dead.
Oh yeah, just
I forgot.
Yeah,
Well, if you hear the Riders Valkyries coming, you know it's
yeah,
over.
yeah. I'll have to look up the rules for the Rainbow Bridge.
Or, like we say in the
Obviously.
I know.
reserves, is the air cav coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So, welcome everybody to another exciting episode of the Two Half Squads, where Jeff and Dave and Richard Logan is joining us tonight. This is the only podcast on the net dedicated mostly to the greatest game in the world, which is if only I could remember. What is it?
What is it, Richard?
It is Advanced Squad Leader.
Ah,
Yes, it is.
yes.
Still to this
Dun,
very
dun,
day.
dun.
It must be, if Richard says so, it must be, in fact, Advanced Squad Leader.
I don't know about that, guys.
So it's good to have you with us, Richard.
It
Well, getting
is.
into you guys, I mean, I listen to your podcast. I've been watching on YouTube. It's been interesting. The last couple you had at the Kansas City and that. I'm like, and I come up, I'm like, wow, you guys are just the bomb.
It's because you entered the contest, and I think
Yes,
we sent the prize to the wrong Richard, if I remember correctly.
yes, but that's cool. I got the Kansas City one.
Good. So it was just as good for you.
Yeah, that's cool. It was, hey,
Yeah, I sent it to Mr. Blasco. You got the wrong prize, but he's won a lot of contests.
I think
So
we should
oh, okay.
blame it on the post office. I think they
yeah,
Yeah,
did
they
wrong
that's
just
it.
searches. The post office
The
must have.
they
post
just
office
got
did it. It was they mixed the wrong riches. Don't
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about
yeah,
It's easy to mix that up.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm like, wow, you guys said, I won the contest. You said you're going to interview me. I was like, whoa. Okay. So, hey, let me be, whoa for, a few seconds. Whoa.
Yeah,
Well,
Okay.
we
and
thought it'd be fun,
and
and we've always thought it'd be fun to just interview regular ASLers. Not to mean you're not a celebrity. Maybe you are, and I don't know it.
No, I'm not.
But
No.
just
But if I do get a celebrity status, I'll have you on the show.
oh, great. Okay, that's a fair trade.
or at
I'll
least
take
make
that.
us counters in the game you produce.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. When I get to that point, yeah, I'll make you all counters.
So, Richard, were you at the Kansas City?
No,
So,
no,
so
I couldn't make Kansas City or any. Trying to get to the one up in Baltimore that MMP is going to do, but work may get in the way. So
oh yeah.
Yeah, so
yeah, I
you're
work.
located over there.
I'm okay. I'm in Chesapeake, Virginia, which is about 4 hours from Baltimore. Um, I know Ritter Creek. David Ritter has his down
Derek,
a
yeah.
few hours. Yeah, yeah, Derek. And that. So really at one point the ASL community here was really big, but now yeah, not so much. It's sort of hard to get a game together. So
And
but
then so and what well, let's go right into your gaming background then. How long have you been playing this particular game, and all what other games have you been doing
well, let
on
me
the
see.
guts?
I started out in high school in 80, probably 82, 83, playing squad leader and played that. Went into the army and played squad leader, played advanced squad leader here and there. Got busy with everything in life. And about 2014, 2015, picked up the starter kit, started playing again. Um, Played a little bit of the regular squad or advanced squad leader, but I've been playing a lot of the starter kit because it's easier. It's fun. You can do to, and then, my going to my reserve weekend, sometimes it's easier just to, instead of bringing everything, you can just bring a starter kit and me and a couple guys will sit and play. And sometimes we even use it to run scenarios that we're going to play out in the field. So
Really?
Oh, really?
yeah,
That's very cool.
I'm a reserve officer,
Well,
So, communications is my specialty, but, sometimes I get to play with the infantry. So, it's fun.
So, what was that
It,
like after that long hiatus, getting back into ASL? I mean,
it was,
how did
it
that happen?
was, it
How did
was
that happen?
Actually, I was with the reserve MP unit, and a couple of guys were playing, and we started playing, And I walked in and they're like, "Hey, you want to play?" I'm like, "Sure." So I jumped in, started playing. I was like, I used to play squad leader, and sort of kicked it back in. So I've been doing that now for wow, it has been about 10 years now. So on and off. Um, I played battle. I used to get heavy into battle tech back in the day.
Oh yeah. I played it like 2 or 3 times and I bought that starter kit that it came out
Right.
with like plastic minis and
Oh
kind of
yeah.
wanted to do more, but just other games just got in the way, I think.
Yeah, I used to play when it was Battle Droids and then the early Battle Tech when you used to have to buy City Tech, Aero Tech, all the techs. And then they came out with a classic and I played that through the 90s and that. And then gave that up a little bit off this new one. I really haven't got into the new Battle Tech yet. Played a lot of miniature games, a lot of miniature battles. I mean, there's probably so many battles in the mythical era of miniature battles. So
Are you
played Harpoon a lot because this is a Navy town, and Harpoon's sort of a you know that's a good game to play. Plus, they get into it way deeper than over my heads.
mhm.
What little hair I have left.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to it.
Well,
So Harpoon is a board game.
yeah,
Is
it's
it
a board,
Avalon
sort of
Hill?
board.
Does it go way back or
Oh
is it
no, it was well now it's Compass. I met
Compass?
Larry Bond. Larry Bond was a naval officer. Um, him and Chris, and I can't think of the other guy's name, Chris, but they played, and I've met them a few times. He was a Navy supply. Larry Bond was a naval supply officer. We've played. It's miniatures. Uh, they have counters and that, but they've been mainly miniature boats. Ships.
Okay.
Russians, Americans, French, all that. So NATO forces. So played a lot of that. Warhammer. My buddies just finished up the Warhammer tournament, played in that a little bit. Didn't do too well, but okay. Life goes on.
You got to let the other guys win sometime, you know?
Yeah, well, well, those gene stealers just come up, they just come in massive waves and your little guys just get wiped quick. So,
Yeah, I do know other people that play, but that one also I never got into per se
right,
because again, it was just heard on the air doing all the miniatures games,
right.
a lot of ancients, and then ASL, and then into skirmish gaming with
Teams.
the stuff. So
Also, I played some D&D, some Pathfinder. What else have we played? We play so much at the game. World's Best Comics up in Newport News is the home game shop. So shout out to them. And
We're looking for our
I
bell.
can't find the bell.
The bell. Ding ding.
Ding, ding,
There we
ding,
go.
ding.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
ding,
been
ding.
so long. I don't know. We have one in both of our houses, but
Oh wow, I have to get one. Um, but yeah, that's really, I mean, about it. I play, I like Advanced Squad Leader because you can play everything from early war, which I like, all the way to late war. You can do everything from, like we do sometimes on a drill weekend in the reserves, just, we call it platoon level, you 4 or 5 infantry squads, an officer, a sergeant, you play it in the same way. And sometimes we use it for playing out actual training scenarios that we're going to do with line, or what we call them line companies, but the infantry companies from the western part of the state of Virginia. Because the 116th Infantry, the old Stonewall Brigade, but now it's Normandy Brigade, is out in the western part of the state. So my unit being a headquarters element, we train a lot of them. We play, war game with them, or the white cell as they call it. So the op 4. So a lot of times we do things with that. So it helps out, especially when it's raining. You don't want to,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's easier to pull out the board.
That's amazing.
So,
So earlier you said that there's not a lot of ASL around you, but there's plenty of other gaming. So it's not that there's not gaming in
right.
general.
Yeah. Well, the famous line as soon as I say is, hey, anybody want to play SAL? And they're like, nobody wants to play a game with 2 players, 6 hours and 2 turns
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, some of our local guys have switched over to other games now too.
Yeah.
But
So,
there's still people to find around in our area.
yes.
So
Oh yeah.
when you had started, were you with any of the local clubs then, or?
Way back there was a club back in the day. Now, when I was in high school, it was a bunch of my high school buddies, that we were all playing in high school, like in the library daily. I mean, it was like the study hour 2 hours later.
Yeah.
But here it's there's Old Dominion Military Society. They play sometimes, but they like a lot of ancients
Mm-hmm.
or I think what was the last one? Oh no, the last one they were doing Napoleonics. It was they were redoing Waterloo. So it didn't go exactly in Wellington's favor the last time around.
Okay. And then with Advanced Squad Leader, who actually taught? Like I had the guy Wally that I've talked about back in the
Actually, I've
old
sort of taught
shows.
myself.
Okay,
Oh,
you took that
Yeah.
on yourself.
Yes.
Wow.
It's interesting. Well, you have the solitaire, and I've tried that a few times, so that sort of helps out. And just reading and making, bits and turns. Now, the starter kit side is easier because it's got, 40 pages of rules. And my buddies, Capozzoli and we call him Cap. I call him Cap because he's one of my sergeants. And Jacobson and all those guys, we'll sit and play. And it's only got 40 pages. So, it's easy to keep on hand, whip it back and forth, go through the rules.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then it's kind of just over the years, as like Jeff was asking. So some of the ASL players have switched over to other games too. Then,
Right. A lot of those. Yeah. It's a lot of the easier, what they call easier, playing games that I'm like, okay, I understand ASL takes time, but they're into their, war skirmishes or that. And Old Dominion, the big gaming society, Old Dominion Gaming Society, they do a lot. They're mainly miniatures. They like playing, you know, like I said, Napoleonics or What a Tanker. I don't know if you've heard of that. That's
no.
big with them. It's a tank game. Basically uses I think it's 172nd or 156, one of those.
the miniatures, and then
Yeah, I know I think the book came over from the UK. I'm not 100% positive. I've only played it once, and that was a few years ago. Uses dice, simple D6s, and you play it and you beat, it's tanks, like a tiger against a Sherman or a couple, tigers, or, different tanks against different tanks, basically. Armor battle.
yeah,
So
I think I've seen it at the Little Wars over here.
it's not
Okay.
it's not on hexes though, is that right?
No, it's not on hexes. It's just on a table and
Yeah.
With tape measures or rulers or
Yeah.
whatever your preference is. You see, played World of Tanks board game uh, a few months ago, and that was interesting. From playing the video game to that was that was interesting. So, but it's a little bit of everything. I mean, but ASL is not the main focus drive here. I'm trying to get it that way. It's hard.
Yeah, even with starter kit, I suppose it can be. Yeah. And now, do you have all 3 starter kits or any of the
I have all
historical?
4 starter kits plus
there's
all
4.
yeah, I have the oh jeez, yeah.
Wait, it was just infantry, guns, and
And
tanks.
now it's the PTO,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you've got all the what is it? The supplement kits 1, 2, and 3. But I also have the full ace. Hold on, I have full ASL now. Don't I have Beyond Valor? I have what is it? I've got everything. Hanky Patel, or I can never say that.
Hakipale.
Hakipale.
Yes,
Hakipale.
thank you, Haki Pali, and Rising Sun. I just picked up Rising Sun not too long
Okay.
ago. So my next one I want to pick up is Forgotten Wars and try that out. But yeah, I've got it. I've got that. I've got so many scenarios, uh, kits, boxes, you know, packets that I'm like, there will probably be new ones when, in the estate sale, whenever it happens, and God knows when.
Unopened ones, yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
Somebody will make out.
I think Jeff and I are both getting a little kind of like, because everyone retired and is producing their games
Yeah.
and getting them out, which is
Yeah.
great.
Right.
But it's kind of like I'm never going to get to
Yeah.
all of this, and so we do see the end coming a little bit. So you just start thinking a little differently, like, do I need all these model kits in this cabinet? How long am I going to keep those?
I know. It's like,
are my
it's
kids
like,
going to want those?
yeah, it's like, I've got so many scenario packets. Am I going to get to every one of them? I picked up I just picked up the Manheim Crossing,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
and
Yes.
that one, and Poland in Flames, and I'm like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm talking. There's almost 100 scenarios there, not
Well,
counting everything else I have.
Well, you constitute a good player because you buy all the stuff.
Yeah,
And we
there
encourage
go.
everybody to buy all the stuff, though we don't necessarily buy all the stuff ourselves.
but we especially encourage everyone to buy Bounding
Founding
Fire
Fire
Our
Productions,
productions, ding,
products.
ding, ding, ding,
That's
ding.
right.
because they are the makers of the finest ASL products. But you're talking
Absolutely
about
finest.
the Mannerheim. Dave
Yeah.
Timonen and I will get to those.
Yeah.
I did a lot of the Jungle one with Mike online. Jeff and I were
Okay.
playing the action packs online. Remember,
Yeah.
we were going
Yep.
trying to get like, let's get through some of these action
Yeah.
packs that
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had or we've had for what 10 years, 15 years.
Yeah.
Haven't got to. But yeah, there's a lot of great product from Bounding Fire, especially.
Oh, yeah. I know. Plus, I bought Doom Battalions. I mean, that's, so that's another one on my list. I mean, if I opened up the case, I think I have the big bulk of them now. So
Yeah.
it's,
So if you're doing starter kit, do you jump into those and play them
yeah,
without all the rules then?
sometimes, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll grab those and try them out. Haven't, some of them are totally unpunched and unwrapped yet. So, they're still, sitting there waiting for me to open them one day. But yeah, I play between that and the regular ASL. I bounce back and forth. It's just
Oh, you do. So when you play the regular, you're trying to use all the rules.
you're trying to use all the
Oh, you're
rules in
still
the yeah.
okay.
So I'm still learning that. I mean, I tried to put Vassal on my computer, and I got an Apple, so it doesn't like it too much. So I don't know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
doing.
too bad.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it can't find a program to open, and it
Uh,
doesn't. So I might have to break down and get a Windows, at least a laptop to play.
Right.
Yeah, just a gaming machine.
Machine, yeah, the gaming machine. So, so,
well, it's
well, you got,
you
huh?
do you concentrate on you try to keep up with just all the MMP products, or do you just kind of
I just,
expand to get LFT and Bounding Fire for heaven's
well,
sake? Get the
I've
Bounding
got some
Fire stuff.
LFT. I've got
Okay.
the Italians um,
Oh yeah.
when Ritter Craig, ding, 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 did, did the, Hollow Legions and then put the LFT, Italians with it.
Yeah.
I bought
Oh.
that. I missed the French. I got to get the French packet. I have the French game, Culture Together, but I don't have the LFT packet on that. So,
My God, man, how do you sleep? You
very
gotta
carefully.
you gotta get that.
Well, you find it for me there and let me know because, eBay is not your friend at times.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
for
it's
Yeah.
true.
Is that for the LFT one? It's the French.
LFTs, yeah, I haven't found the only LFT I found was the Italians, but I have that already, so I haven't found the French.
Hmm.
There was
Did
the
I get the French? I can't even remember.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
must have. Oh. Was it a while ago?
did you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look when we're done interviewing,
Yeah.
and then I'll put it on eBay.
He's gonna be like, "Oh no, I'm not buying. No, no, no. I know how you are, man. eBay shark. Dun, 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 dun."
That's what Jeff calls me, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, no. Well, at least we do give away prizes.
Yes, you do. Well, you got to have some way to finance the prizes sometimes,
Yeah, that's kind of true too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
when you with the starter kits, then I was thinking pursuing. So
mhm.
Did you find like what modules did you like the best or the
Actually, I
historical? Do
like
you
them
have some?
across the board. I like the infantry ones. Out of starter kit one, out of those are good. The rats and
War of the Rats?
were rats and what taking vanilla and I mean a whole bunch of them. There's also some ones we've just come up with. Cap and myself and Jacobson and all those guys. We've just coming up with our own, and then that's brought me on. I bought a book on scenario design that I've been reading and going through and trying to design scenarios. So, especially
Wow.
early war, there's some one area of interest I like in the early war is in Java. There's a Texas National Guard artillery unit that was sent to Java and participated. They were captured because they really didn't give up much resistance due to the Japanese advance on Java. But there's a lot of history in that, and a lot of good. If you read the action reports from the Texas National Guard, that I think it's the one. I want to say the 112th or the 118th Artillery. I may be totally wrong on that number, but they were a brigade sent early war, 1940. I want to say early 42, maybe early. So it was not too far. They were there, and they were part of the prisoners of war with the USS Houston. I remember that much.
Mm.
And I always thought that would be some good scenarios. But then again, if you go on the websites, um, they probably have them already.
Oh, that someone made them.
It's
Yeah,
possible. Yeah.
Where do you find the after action reports that you read then? Is
you
it
go
their
if you go
archives?
on site, you can go to the Texas National Guard site and or look it up if you put I put what was it, the Texas National Guard Artillery Unit on Java, and it took me to the archives of the Texas National Guard. And being in a joint headquarters, sometimes I can, you can email the historian and they'll email you back information. So
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
talked to our historian, Ken Brinkley, who talked to their historian to get some information back, and that's in the in process mode.
Interesting.
So
So, how do you, and going back a little bit, how do you and Cap come up with a scenario that's going to represent a training exercise that you're going to do?
like I give you one. We had one. It was a basically it was a patrol action where a platoon where they have infantry platoons moving from point A to point B. But in that between point A to point B movement, they're doing patrol actions, which is, you're still moving, you're patrolling the area, but you're still going to your point B. So what we'll do is we'll take, you know, 4 counters, 5 counters for squads, depending on how many squads. And you have one as a platoon sergeant, one as your platoon leader, and we'll sit and play it out, and we'll play the op for it out, as in what's going to happen on, some of them will pull like map in and be like, okay, because there's a, what map is it in? Or a couple of them are like the mount sites, which is the urban training areas.
Yeah.
And sometimes they have to move it and take. So what we'll do is okay, what are they going to do? And, we roll on the counter because I have one, a guy came up with a starter kit um, solo play,
Yeah,
solitaire play
yeah, like the
with
random.
cards. Yeah, with the random cards. And we'll do that and use that to play out the actions and see if they work or don't work. So, um,
That's amazing.
yeah, it works.
That's pretty cool.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. But
Yeah.
it happens that way. So
And so then how will you, then you'll take that, the results of that, or just learn from the results on that, and that
we
will
take the
influence the
results from
way.
that and we'll play it. We'll play it numerous times and we'll
Yeah.
figure out the actions, and then we'll actually look at what the unit does, and did it match what we thought was going to happen or did it not? And then we'll go back and we'll even mark it out on the maps and try it as they did it and see if ours matches theirs or theirs matches ours. I know it gets a little boring, but it's
No,
it's the
not.
fog of war. It's the fog of war plus some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It sounds fascinating
Yeah.
and
Plus,
useful.
we'll play. We'll have them there, and we'll say, okay, where would you move this unit?
Yeah,
And they will move it. We'll, okay, we would have done this, or they would do this, or so it works out.
yeah.
Excuse me.
And that's because you're in the reserves, you said.
Yes, I'm with the Joint Forces, with the Joint Forces Training Command up in Richmond. So,
And so not being a military guy, somehow I missed out on all that. What are the reserves? What role do they serve?
well, they're there for if called up in case of national emergencies
Yeah.
or to backfill active Army units, or if the active Army units go overseas, a lot of times they'll backfill the stateside units or will go train overseas. Like I've been to Vincenza, Italy. I have been got to go to Palermo. Been to Germany. Been overseas into Saudi Arabia and various tropical spots of the Middle East.
Wow.
So,
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
and
that is.
I think.
well, I mean, it was fun. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, it's work too, I'm sure, at
yeah,
some level, but yeah, it's getting to go around and
getting
see
to see
places.
foreign, right. I've seen
Yeah.
places I would never see otherwise. I mean, um, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Jordan, Israel, all that, Germany, England, France, all that. So yeah, it's great.
Wow. How long have you been in? Well, you said since way back.
Yeah,
Post high
I've been
school.
on active and reserve since 1984. So,
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so let me ask you, and I don't mean for this to sound insulting in any way or denigrating, but how bad would things have to get before you hit the front line?
oh,
Are you down? Are you down on the totem
thanks,
pole?
man.
Am I asking that correctly? Even
I think I'm far enough and old enough that it would take a little bit before.
yeah, a little bit. Okay, take a little bit. Okay,
It might take me a little bit.
Because even historically, um, the reserves have been involved in Iraq.
Yes,
But usually like it's support. So Jeff's asking
a
about the
lot of
front line. It would have
yeah,
to be
yeah. No, there's a
terrible
lot
for
of
the
now. A lot of the
situation.
National Guard units have been in the front lines.
Have been,
I've
yes.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
the
that's
guys in the
right. That's
western
right.
part of the state have. Everybody around in the state has. At least most of the people I know have been over in there a few times. But
Okay.
as for me, yeah, it's really going to have to. They're going to be scraping the bottom, or maybe under the barrel.
Well, and after that, Jeff, they're coming for you and me.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah, yeah.
Conscription.
I wouldn't mind going back to Italy, but I don't know if that's a.
Yeah.
Hey,
I don't get to choose, probably.
Well, and realistically, like after 9/11,
Yeah.
my friend Rick was in the military, right?
Yeah.
Hollander.
Rick Hollander.
And he and I both, he had a military background. I do not either.
right.
But seriously thought like, well, that's an attack on the United States. This is something that's
Oh
serious
yeah.
and different. And kind of, I mentioned to him, I'm like, I don't think, I could go into the military. Well, should I find some way to serve? He was like, they don't need us, Dave. They'll be okay. They'll be fine. So it's not like this is going to be World War, III or something, but no,
That's good.
they should be fine. They got the reserves, they got the National
Right.
Guards, they
The
got
guard.
people.
Hey, don't worry.
Right? Yeah.
Don't worry. They'll start conscripting or drafting.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So
Now you mentioned that your greatest affection is for early war. Why is that compared to?
just because the early war to me is sort of the transition. They were, they still were in the World War I mindset, a lot of
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
and they were still transitioning. Where the Germans, they had a lot of they were transitioning to mobile warfare, but they still used a lot of horses and a lot of World War I tactics and technology, even though they were still, developing the Blitzkrieg. And then you had the Poles that were, still using World War I tactics and equipment. I mean, I think the biggest tank they had was a tankette, maybe a few others. And the French, here you are, you're the quote unquote the best army in the world, and you get, taken and outrun in weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6, 8 weeks, it's over.
Yeah.
I mean,
It had to really be shocking. Underestimate what the rest of the world must have been thinking.
right. I mean, they were thinking, okay, Germany doesn't have that much, and all of a sudden here you are, they're sitting in Paris in what, less than 6 weeks. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
that had to be embarrassing. Well, I'd be embarrassed, but
Yeah. Try to convey that to the kids because you've heard me talk about teaching, and
right,
uh, they at least you got World War I to study before too. So you get a big long, you can see, oh,
right.
look at this slugfest, and then too. So I think they get a concept of, oh, that's different,
Oh yeah, I went to undergraduate at a private Virginia Wesleyan. Well, now they're a university. It was a college 20 years ago. Um, and yeah, when you talk in classes and kids are like, "What? Huh?" And yeah, no, oh, okay, they don't get it.
Yeah.
So
No, that's right. That's right. So what about Eastern Front against the Russians?
Eastern Russians, I gotta say, initially, Russians, that was amazing because look, think of it. Here you are, the Russians, you've worked with the Germans, you helped them in their tank technology,
It's
and you helped them in a lot of
like
their deals, and then they
pilot training, right?
Yeah.
right, and then you sit with the uh I know what I'm the Ribbentrop Act, or where they invaded the eastern part of, or the western part of Poland, and
Poland, yeah.
and then the Germans took the east. And then all of a sudden, wait a minute, now you turn on us and you're trying to go for the Urals, which was pretty amazing. I mean, and then, Stalin had what, millions of people, a million or two, and they got pushed back. I mean, that's
Yeah.
pretty interesting, at least.
Yeah, yes, that's also shocking how quickly they were
Yeah,
moving
initially.
toward the three major cities.
I mean, you had Leningrad, Stalingrad, and I
Yeah,
mean, they were on the edge of Moscow. I mean, and that's pretty amazing in itself. They're sitting on your doorstep. So,
But are those scenarios that you like to play?
Eastern Front. I've played a few Eastern Front scenarios. The War of the Rats. I like that one.
Yeah.
Um, Trying to think what the other ones were. I
Seems like
can't think of.
some
I'm
people
sure we
that's all
played
they
them.
play.
You guys have probably played them all at least once,
Well,
and I'm still working on it.
yeah, Jeff has played all this
So,
first starter kit and second. Remember, we were doing
Yeah.
them
Oh
all
yeah.
like in
yeah.
In sequence.
pairing up.
Yeah, I got to
And,
go back through. I'm gonna have to go way back into your shows to find the starter ones. I'm
yeah,
still working on the way back. So I'm just, normal guy plays the game, and spends my money on MMP when they start waiving pre-orders.
Yeah.
yep.
And where do you play? Do you play there in the house?
I play in the house. We have I'm up here in my den study loft area, and we have a big game table over here. I play that, or I'll take it to the shop because they have big tables and I can sit and lay it out. Especially when you want to put multiple maps together and try something, you know, when you got with a big 6x8 table, you can sit and lay maps upon maps upon maps and have the
Right.
mega campaigns. So, um,
And then with the historical starter kits, did you get through? Right, there was L's, right?
I've got Decision at Est.
Yes.
Actually, I play tested the New England Volunteers 2 packet on Decision at S. Yeah, that was interesting to do. That's the first time I've ever play tested, and play tested with my buddies in the reserves, and it was interesting. We had a good time. I have to tell you, especially we actually stayed up all night on Saturday night doing it. It was
Wow, all
funny.
night. Yeah.
All nighter, yeah. But it was great. Yeah, I like those. I like the New England Volunteers. Their packets are neat. I like Lone Canuck. I like Lone Canuck stuff. They're
Yeah.
good. Um, and everybody, Bounding Fire, ding, 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 ding.
Mhm.
So, so really, yeah, I like a little bit of everything, and I'm trying to get more of it. I'm hoping this interview will bring the masses, or at least a couple people. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, listeners, you let us
Yes.
know. We'll get you in touch with Richard, and
Yeah.
it's happened before, but maybe some new players. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
listen.
Okay. Well, is there anything else, guys? I mean,
I don't think so. I think we covered a lot. Let's see.
You got to keep going to the game store and laying out the ASL and
well, I have to
lure-
buy it online because there's no game store that carries it around here.
well, if you put it out, you can lure people in. They'll say, "Oh, that's ASL."
That's it.
Then they're trapped.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll try it. Yeah,
Yeah.
my buddy manages the game store, and I'm trying to get him off the Warhammer kick. But PJ likes Warhammer a lot.
Mm.
So hey, what can we say?
Yeah, well, keep working on them.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Yeah, it's been great getting to know you. So,
Yeah.
anything you want to add before we go then? Or
No,
Jeff?
hope you all do well. Thanks for having me on.
It's very
and,
nice meeting you.
Yes, it's nice meeting you guys. Actually talking to you instead of YouTubing it, but that's cool.
Yeah, and if you
indeed.
come up on, check in with us once in a while, and if something
Yeah, I was going to say,
something
stay in
interesting
touch.
comes up, we could just do
All
a
right.
couple minute call anytime. And
Okay, let me
glad to
know.
hear from you.
Just email me or.
And if you're in the Chicago area, go ahead and
Well,
email us.
I did grow up in LaPorte, Indiana, which is only,
Not too
well,
far.
it's an hour. If you take 80-90, it's an hour up, and where you guys are probably another hour, maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the border, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, LaPorte's like 60 miles from Chicago.
Yeah.
If I take 80-90, I mean, I used to be able to be in Fort Sheridan in about an hour and a half. So
Okay.
when it was active back in the day. So yeah, the next time I'm in the area, I'll let y'all know.
All right.
That'd be good.
That'd be awesome.
Great. Yeah.
So anyway, then take care, and we will say goodbye.
Goodbye, and
Remember to roll low,
and
Rally well.
well.
But not
Thank
when
you.
you're-
Except when you're playing.
Not
us.
Yeah,
playing
not when you're
us.
playing us.
There you go.
Definitely not.
All right. Thanks again.
All right.
Thanks again,
Hey,
Richard.
thank you all.
Yeah, take care.
You guys take care. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You get the guys.
Well, I was going to ask you all. You guys got the really cool ball caps. How do I
Yeah.
get one?
Oh, we don't have any left.
We should redo that. We should redo those.
I don't know, Jeff. Do you think there's enough people out there?
Oh, I think so.
We can ask.
Yeah.
I mean, ask before you do it because I know they're not cheap. So
Yeah.
No, but we'll definitely check
is-
into that, Richard. Because
Yeah.
my wife
Okay.
keeps saying, "Why don't you guys do more ball caps?"
Yeah, maybe so.
So maybe we should do it.
yeah,
No
that'd be
problem.
cool.
But okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely let you know.
But yeah, like when we interviewed like